This just in, Operation Boiling Point has been released in Critical Ops, and we're going to be checking out all the sweep rewards that you can acquire throughout the season. So, Operation Boiling Point is going to cost 2,000 credits as usual for the operations. You'll get 50 exclusive skins, which includes a skin for every single weapon, and like 9 grenade skins, such as this 𝙲.𝚄, Ether, Chronicle, the Deagle Brass Bullet, and the grenades Vault 112, but there's much more skins to unveil, so let's hop over there. And so, we're going to start out with the tier 1 reward, which is called Royal Welcome. Well, thank you for the welcome in the operation, because this skin is godly for tier 5. It is simple, aesthetic, and beautiful. Then, tier 4, Chimney Sweeper, which is, it's an okay skin, but it looks kind of dark. There's not much to see on it, but maybe if you have it equipped, maybe you can see like the much better details. Then we have an emblem called Adventurer, with a girl with ponytails, with a spyglass and some goggles. Then we have a P90 inspec called the Fumble, where you basically throw it in the air and do some flips, and also the magazine falls out. Then you just shove it back in. Then there's the frag grenade subroutine, which, as you can see, it's not much to it, honestly. Then there's the Al Cappuccino, which has like these belts across it with a gauntlet type of design. Then there's the Space Dock P250 that has these air balloon ships, you know, like this SteamPunk type of air balloons with their ships. And also it has these cool designs on like the grip of it. Anyways, the North Star smoke grenade. It's alright. It's kind of bright. It's okay, I suppose. Then there's the Conductance FB6. Now this shotgun is kind of dog water in this game. They buffed the shotguns, then they nerfed them, and this weapon is just still dog water against like the armors. But anyways, this game, it looks like something taken out from like the League of Legends Arcane, like the series. Then there's the Octobot, which is basically a grandfather clock with tentacles on the below it. Victorian Lance MPX, which has this cool type of texture on it with this emerald type of necklace on it. A Liquid Brain smoke grenade. I see no brains on this except for a skull. Skyboy. Now this is a clean skin, even if it's a tier 4. Honestly, if I would have bought the operation, which I doubt that I should do, but this is a clean skin, I would use this because it's so beautiful, simplistic, and marvelous. Anyways, then we have finished. Verb, I know what we're doing today. We're going to turn ourselves into steampunk robots, with one arm that is functional as an actual arm, and then a blaster on the other one. Then we have 100 credits, which will be available for free if you get to this tier. The Golden Beast emblem, which has this, I think it's a lion? It could be a lion. With these gears around, the gold gears. Then there's these metal pipings around the wirings. Then there's 100 credits. The Plague Doctor MP5 with the Chromas, as Plague Doctors usually have. But sadly, they don't customize these silencers that much, except for like the, what was the name of the red 1911 that was in one of the older passes. Anyways, then we have Oswald, which is basically Sherlock Holmes if he was in the steampunk era, with his pipe and his gigantic revolver. Actually, that's not a revolver, but you get the point, you know. Then there's the subrouting smoke grenade. We already talked about. There's not that much to it, although the shading on this part of it is actually kind of cool, but you won't see it, so it doesn't really matter. Dr. Four Eyes. Now, this is an insult to injury. He has glasses, and that's why he's called Mr. Four Eyes. I feel bad for him. But if you do call him like this in person, he will shove that double barrel revolver up your nostrils, you know. Then there's the 100 credits, the Observer XD45, which has a mask. You can't really see that much, but it's a mask with one of the areas that you can see through as a green tinted glass piece on it, and the other one is some kind of like a zoom camera, you know. You can see it has the shutters that have been shrink down. 100 credits, Ableton. Now that's an ape, dude. I mean, Four Eyes, that's kind of rude, but this dude, I mean, he looks like he would be an ape, you know. Anyways, then there's the TRG Mistress. Now this, just like this skin, you know. It's simple, it's beautiful, and honestly, I would use it, even though I don't really use the TRG. I'm so bad with sniping onto heads, you know. Anyways, then there's the Volt smoke grenades that we mentioned at the start of the video, which looks actually pretty beautiful, quite detailed as well. Then there's the grind time. Now that's what this whole pass is. Operation, I apologize, Operation is gonna be like, because they have released double XP till like the 8th of January, so you can grind the living Christ out of this operation. Anyways, then there's the Exo Grenado with a, is that a skeleton piece? Is that a rib cage? Then there's the Iron Tome book emblem, which, I mean, it's a cool book, you know. Then there's the Deep Prey Super 90. I forgot what these fishes were called, but I remember this from Finding Nemo. These dudes are scary as hell. Anyways, thermoplated smoke grenade. Where's the flashbangs? There's only smoke grenades in this one. Anyways, just like the previous ones, it has like this belt, golden gears, and just a gray background. I mean, it's okay, but I personally like the Volts much more. Anyways, the coat and vials. Now this is a cool MP7. God damn, this is a cool. The golden texture to it, the little bit of a like a bronzish, copperish design, and also the grip. Wow. Anyways, 100 credits, Flashbang Volt 112 credits, Exo Grenado Smoke Grenade, Time Warp GSR. Now this is a cool skin. It has a golden key with a clock at the back of it, like with a heart-shaped key. It's a cool skin. Dynamic entry. This is basically in the previous operation. There was this one. It was either the collision or the breach. It had the exact same like entry, but basically he just got turned into some kind of weird looking water monster. Anyways, there's the sub routes, flashbang, don't really care about that. Crab Marine. Snap, snap, snap. Also, he has, that's a metal crab actually, if you look closer. Anyways, Clasp Velvet. Clasp Velvet. I'm not that good of English, you know. Anyways, it looks really cool. Now, don't get me wrong. The barrel looks like it's carbon fiber, but I don't think carbon fiber actually fits the theme of like this steampunk. But sure, what do I hell know? It looks cool anyways. Thermoplated flashbang. We've seen those. Then there's the brass bullet. Now this is a cool, simple skin, but I mean, I wouldn't really usually, like, there's more options to the Deagle, but still, if you don't really have much skins for that weapon, this looks alright. 100 credits. I was looking at the frag grenade when I was trying to explain this. Anyways, the El Capitino, it looks okay. 100 credits, Underwater P90. Now this looks actually pretty cool. You're like in a submarine, like a old-ish steampunk submarine. There's octopies everywhere. Then there's the big hole in the middle is just, you can see through like the glass that submarines have. Seafaring. This is a submarine. It looks like a fish. And there's an actual fish in front of it. A free premium crate, you know, you can get all kinds of tier 5 status if you are lucky, you know. That's a tier 7 soundboy. Daper, now this is a cool emblem, but honestly, let's be honest, my emblem is the best one. Anyways, Liquid Brain Flashbang, we already discussed, there's no brains here, only a skull. 100 credits, Incinerator Vector. It's okay, I suppose. It's kind of dark, but if you look closely, it actually is a pretty detailed skin. Yet again, you know, maybe I like a little bit flashier skins, you know. Anyways, the North Star Frag Grenade. Now this one looks amazing. Like this whole thing is just covered on the whole side, so you can see all of it. 100 credits. El Capitino Smoke Grenade. Credits. Ascension. That is not gonna end well. Where is your parachute? Anyways, this is a beautiful AK skin that you can get for free as well on tier 60, called Yesterday's Tomorrow. I mean, it looks kind of plain, but if you like these simple designs, I'd say this skin is worth to get. Spell Lurker. I mean, you can't go wrong with psychopathic arsonists in even SteamPunk styles, you know. 100 credits, Copper Infusion. Now, don't get me wrong, the HK usually has pretty sick designs with its like the formation, like the design of the weapon. You can make so many great designs with it, as you can see. Like this pipe in the middle, then there's also these magazines. Like, you can be hella creative with this weapon if you really try to make a skin for it. 100 credits, Liquid Brain Frag Grenade, El Clasico. This is also a pretty cool skin, actually. It has this bluish, silverish steel on it with the wood carvings on it. Though that grip, like over here, as you can see, that looks fragile. Like if it's made out of wood, it's fragile, but still the design is classically beautiful. 100 credits, Syndicate. Now this is a badass emblem. Then there's the inspec for the KSG called Gunflip. I'm pretty sure the weapon is much heavier to hold it like that, but what do I know? I've never held one, so yeah. Then we have a free kukri knife, Indigo, that is all purplish. Then there's these scrapings on the side. I mean, like the tip of it, you know. It's a well-worn skin. Saboteur. Okay, now this dude is an arsonist. This is Arsonist Jr. Now this is El Saboteur. Viridian Machine. It's a cool skin. There's water in these glass areas from what I can see. Then there's also the all kinds of gears on it still. It's a pretty cool skin and fits the theme of the operation. 100 credits, North Star Flashbang. I don't really care about that. 100 credits, Welder's Dream SVD. I mean, I'm hella unlucky with the SVD, but I'd say I would use this skin actually. Like I said, it's simplistically beautiful. Anyways, 100 credits, Clark. It's just Clark. You get what I mean. AK Inspect Alert. Pulling up into the hood with this thing. Yeah, you would die quick. Steeplejack. Yeah. So yeah, fitting with the kukri. This is a simple, it's actually kind of plain of a skin, but still, if you don't have any gloves, I might as well try to get this one as well. And plus, it's free, so you can get it quite easily. That is if you grind up to tier 80. Then there's a premium crate, Exogranado. I forgot how to spell this for a second. Yet again, the ribcage grenade. 100 credits, bow staff for the M4 spec. Holy. Like, look at this animation. Slightly mesmerizing, you know? Then there's a tier 4 KSG called Exact Assembly. Holy. I mean, the previous Operation skin was much cooler than this, but if you missed out on this, Actually, it's on tier 85, so I'm not sure if you would get this in time. That is if you grind, you know. Anyways, different Vault, 112 Frag Grenade, 100 credits, Time Lord. Ooh. It's a simplistic skin. It looks cool with the texturing, like the 3D effect on it as well. I don't know, man. It's a okay skin, but maybe. Seeker emblem. Very skull dude with a funky hat on it, but he is dressed quite nicely, you know. 100 free credits. 𝙲.𝚄.𝚰. I'm sorry, I take back. This type of design isn't that great, honestly. Thermoplated frag grenade. Okay, mechanic. Now this dude lifts for a living. Like, look at this dude. He is jacked. Like, this dude is Kratos if he was born in the freaking steampunk age. The MR96 show off. Now this is a bad freaking ass animation. Then there's the ScarH Aether Chronicle. We already discussed about it, but there's slightly more now that we see it up close. We have these elixir vinyls inside of the magazine and also in the bag. Maybe that's what makes the Scar so strong. When it was released, it was incredibly strong, but it still is. Maybe that's why. He buff it somehow. Anyways, high pressure AR-15. Okay, now this looks fragile as hell. That's also wood. I'm just being picky about skins that I won't even get. Also, how would you use this as a stock? That would be stabbing you in the freaking shoulder. But yeah, this is a cool skin as well. Then there's the Steam Cat emblem. Oh boy. Now this is a hilarious skin. Anyways. Photo generator. Okay. Anyways, this is an epic skin. It looks amazing. It looks a little bit cartoony actually, but it's still an amazing skin. And the last two rewards on the operation. The Golden Age Tomahawk. Which is that is like a reddish type of wrapping on a golden and iron type of, is that tin actually? I think that's a tin and gold combination for the Tomahawk. And then there's the Artificer olfaction gloves with the leather interior with a little bit of a, you know, brighter type of leather on it. Then there's these golden finger protectors. Then there's the belts kind of wrap here, golden inlays, you know, cool gloves actually. But yeah, that is all for the operation. It's hard, it's cold, it's long.